Good night, everyone. It is Tea Time Tuesday, and I am just gonna wait just a few seconds, but basically, I'm gonna head straight into it. So while I wait for viewers to hop on, now I'm gonna do the format a little bit differently than I usually do. I am not going to really look at the comments and respond. So if you are catching the replay, lucky for you, I'm getting straight into the content. Hey, I see one person is on. So as I was saying, if you're catching the replay, I'm going to jump straight into the content, and then I'll look at the comments after, and we can talk and discuss, etc., etc. All right. So for those who aren't familiar with who I am Cassia Marina. Hey, Abby. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the comments. All right, because I want to focus. So for those who aren't familiar with who I am Cassia Marina, fondly known as the Branding Queen. I am a brand strategist and Squarespace web designer. I here at House of CDB Limited, where I help businesses have a major edge in increasingly competitive markets. And tonight's topic is all about why Squarespace. So a question came my way, and for those of you who are stuck on what to talk about in your business, on your lives, on what content to provide, because content creation is key to building your brand and positioning yourself as the authority in your field, right? So always look out for those conversations where people are asking certain things. And one of the things I get asked a lot is things pertaining to website design. There are certain questions that come up. And while I know web design is not the sexiest, most attractive topic, people want it, they're interested. But when it comes to content creation, it's not the most popping topic, I'm aware. But it's definitely necessary to touch on these things. So tonight I'm going to talk about why Squarespace. For a while I've been meaning to do a blog post. So this is going to be my blog post. And I'm going to do why Squarespace in video format. So without further ado, why Squarespace? All right. So I had a conversation with somebody who follows me and is on my mailing list, etc. And the conversation happened because anytime someone is thinking about a website or what they should do and this, that, and the other, they wonder, well, why Squarespace? And I mean, it's a fair question, right? So I'm going to answer this for anybody who is thinking of doing a website, especially here with me at my design studio. You might want to know a few of the benefits of Squarespace. All right. And I'm not going to keep you very, very long. And I'm not going to keep it long. I'm going to get straight to the point. And the first one is security. All right. You don't have to really worry too much about your website being hacked. And I say too much because honestly, you really don't have to worry about being hacked for the most part. And yeah, you don't have to worry about it. With WordPress, many people, especially people who are very versed in WordPress, right, said they don't have to worry about security. They have been hacked. They have been frustrated. I have many people who've left WordPress. And again, I'm not here to bash WordPress or anything. Let me make a disclaimer. It is a very great platform, and I get asked the question often, Squarespace versus WordPress. It's one of those things where it's like Mac versus PC, and what's the other one? That's it for the most part, Mac versus PC kind of discussion. And it really depends on what you like, on what you need, and what you're looking for in your website. So yeah, I just think personally that WordPress is a little more complicated for the average person. It's definitely doable. Many people say, oh, WordPress is easy, and they pick it up and it's fine. But that's for those who are more on the tech savvy side and who have the time to invest in learning WordPress and doing all the different things that it needs to keep going. All right. Anyway, enough of WordPress. Security. You don't have to worry about it. I don't want to say it's like Mac, but it's kind of like Mac where you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So security is one. Two, ease of use is very modern, clean, easy to navigate. and it has the drag and drop aspect. Now, while you can get that in WordPress, it's just one of the benefits of Squarespace, sorry, because with WordPress now, you have to get the right templates that have the drag and drop, and then there's so many different drag and drop interfaces across the templates. Again, I don't want to touch on WordPress too much. There is one that I do recommend, but again, tonight is about why Squarespace. So it's modern, clean, easy to navigate and drag and drop, and it's consistent across the board. So it's not like, okay, if I'm using this template, it looks different. The drag and drop feature is easy, and the word that I love to use is intuitive, right? It's very, very intuitive. So it's very easy to pick up and learn. I am going to do a shameless plug. With my course Elevate, it makes it even easier to pick it up and learn and implement things, touch and go very, very quickly. So think of it as though it's something easy, but with the course, it's like a very good crash to learning Squarespace even faster. All right, cost-wise. Now, I love this because there's a big debate across the interwebs that Squarespace is more expensive or WordPress is cheaper. On the surface, when you're looking at the packages and you're comparing, oh, I can get hosting for $7 a month, and then Squarespace is they have different packages, and the smallest one is about $16 a month versus the on average, the most recommended package for you if you're now starting out in business. Just go for the business package. It's $26 a month, but you save a lot if you pay for it yearly. So that's your option. Now, if you want to get your website done right and have it looking very professional, you're going to have to buy a theme. You're going to have to get certain plugins, and you're going to have to get a whole bunch of other things. When you really think about it, Squarespace is your one-stop shop. So you're getting everything that you need to get started, and everything is already integrated, set up, and easy. So when you really do compare, it's not really cheaper. It's just that you get the basics to get you started. So obviously it's going to appear cheaper, right? Like if you want to do certain things, like some templates could be very expensive according to what you choose. But again, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. And you shouldn't just judge anything in your business based on just the surface value that, okay, well, this, I can get up and running with X product with this cost. Like you have to stop and consider every angle. You have to consider, do I have to buy add-ons? Like what are the add-ons that I have to get? Like what else do I have to purchase separately? Like I think in business, you have to find the things that work best for you. So if that is what works for you, great. But I really want to address the fact that people think, well, it's cheaper. It's not really cheaper. And then again, sometimes you have to invest time. You have to figure out which one is more important, time or money. So it might be a couple dollars more, but you're going to save a whole lot of time, because that's just what Squarespace allows you to do. It allows you to be able to make changes very quickly and easily on the fly. You can have a brilliant business idea, and because that's what happens to us entrepreneurs. We have this brilliant business idea in the night, and then we want to get a landing page up and running. And I've heard this time and time again. This is not just me being biased, but I've heard this over and over again. Like, I am tired of going back to my designer to put up a landing page. And that usually happens for solopreneurs who are bootstrapping your business, right? You want to be able to just make something and get people signed up and start making money. So time is money. So are we going to be stuck on the fact that I'm going to pinch here and save some money, and then I'm spending all night trying to figure out how to make this landing page look right? Like, come on. So you have to make good decisions in your business. And I think too often in business, let me sip some tea for this one. Too often in business, we just treat the investments that we make, because your website is an investment and it's a big decision, like we're grocery shopping. So we have a tin of peas or whatever, and then we're pinching and we're comparing. It's like, you can't treat investments in your business like you're shopping in the grocery store. All right, so weigh the options, investigate, ask questions. Do I need to get this? Do I need to get that? Is it worth it? Am I going to save time versus some money? Which one is more important to you, right? So on to my next point. You get a lot of bang for your buck. And the next thing is a one-stop shop, which I mentioned. It's plug and play. You don't have to install a whole bunch of different things and updates and maintenance. It's just so much less for you to think about as the business owner. And ultimately, that's how it should be. You want to focus on your business and having your business make money for you. And Squarespace is the best way to go when it comes to that. I know I'm going to be biased, but this is the platform that I choose to use, that I absolutely love. And actually, no, I'm not even going to go there. This is what I recommend, and I'm telling you why I recommend it. Now, again, I will go back and say there are different platforms for different needs. And this is why I do free consultations to decide, okay, what are your needs? What are most important to you? And I will tell you straight up if Squarespace is not for you, and if I recommend something else. And I will also let you know that, okay, if you're in between and you're trying to figure out, I show you how Squarespace can still work for you. Because sometimes we think, oh, well, I have to be on this platform. And sometimes you really don't have to be on a platform. It's just that you haven't spoken to somebody who is knowledgeable enough to tell you how this can work, right? And it's responsive. All of the templates are responsive. So you just design and you have different views where you can view whatever you're designing in tablet format, mobile as in your cell phone format, and desktop. So while you're designing, you see how the design is going to look on different devices, because as you know, everybody's on the go, quick, using my phone, etc., etc. Right? So it's very important for your template to be, your website to be responsive, and the templates, also known as themes on other platforms, are responsive, and it makes it very easy for you to just get your website, create it, and it looks great across different devices. The other benefit of Shopify, of Squarespace, is the e-commerce. There are shops integrated, shops, stores, whatever. You can have a shop page, and you can even create an e-commerce store using Squarespace with ease, because all of the packages come with e-commerce already kind of natively integrated into it. So again, if we're comparing costs, which one do you think is better? You are getting so much value for just in one place, and you don't have to really think too much about all the different moving pieces. However, if you are a retail store, I don't recommend Squarespace. I actually recommend Shopify. And it's not something that I talk about often, but I do Shopify sites as well, right? So if I realize, okay, you are a full-fledged retail business, I will recommend you to Shopify instead, because that platform was designed for e-commerce. Squarespace, I just think Shopify is better for that. So if you do sell products and you're a service-based business and you have a few items that you want to sell that complement what you do as a service, then you don't need to go and create a Shopify website for 1 or 2 products or 3 products. So if you have like about 6, 7, and you're not crossing 10, and your sole focus of your business is not selling items, then stay on Squarespace and just have a store on your main website. Because one of the questions I came across at a time in some Facebook group is, do I need to have two websites, like a Squarespace site for my services and then a Shopify site for my products? And it's like, that's not necessary. It really is not necessary. And then tech support. Now, this is one that gets overlooked a lot because people avoid having to call any service provider for tech support. But really and truly, if you run into any issues on Squarespace, I encourage you, call them up, because it is so easy. They're very responsive. They're extremely helpful. Like, it's not a hassle at all. So I know people overlook tech support because they're thinking, oh, I hope I don't have issues to even have to call tech support. No. Most times you won't have any issues, but if you do run into something, you don't even need to call the person who designed your website. You can just call them and say, hey, I'm having a problem with my account. Why is this operating like that? And they sort you out very quickly. There's no waiting on the phone for a long time. Like, this service is amazing. And of all the times I've had to call Squarespace, I think I only had to call them once. And that was to ask them why I was on the basic plan at the point in time. I was like, why can't I add more pages? Because I've crossed my limit. Yet, now that I'm trying to add another page, and before they did not stop me from adding that page, it's like, why am I crossing it? So then I realized, well, sometimes there's a glitch and whatever. So if you're going to want other pages, you're going to have to upgrade. Which I have absolutely no problem with, because I love having unlimited pages. And now they kind of restructure their packages where you have unlimited pages regardless. So for that. So I am going to pause here and check in on the comments for you guys and see what is being said. Because I did hear, oh, okay, hey, Ajay. Oh, one of the things, if you are now joining us or recently have joined the live, I am doing the format a bit differently, where I'm focusing on delivering the content instead of stopping every minute and, responding to the comments and getting into the content. So that's the format. And then at the end, I will interact and speak and take the questions at the end, similar to like how a webinar runs. So if you are recently joining us, click heart, interact, react, give hearts, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Let me know you're watching. Say hi, share the live. That's the housekeeping rules all the time, but I forgot the housekeeping rules tonight. Share the live, or tag a friend in the comments. If they're thinking about doing their website, this is useful information. All right, so see, Abby, what did I do with my hair? I have flexibility and I have options, and I can rock it curly and I can rock it straight. Shameless plug, yes, of course. Although it feels like making life decisions in the grocery store these days. Okay, all right. So, thanks for the hearts and the likes. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. I have a few more tips to close. It is great for blogging. If you are a blogger and you are or even if you're just like a coach, you're a service-based entrepreneur online, you can blog. It's great for blogging. It's great for professional bloggers as well. I already touched on the no maintenance aspect and compare costs. I did that, and what you see is what you get. So it's a visual editor. So one of the hang-ups most people have, even designers themselves, is that when you're creating something, you want to see what you're creating. The thing with WordPress now, there are themes again that you can see exactly what you're getting. But again, these are the benefits of Squarespace. You are seeing and designing things in real time, and you can see how things look, adjust to suit. So there is no back end, front end, like seeing, okay, I'm seeing code here 1 minute, or I'm seeing a line of text, or it's just a greater visual experience, and it's just so much easier. And again, like I said, it's extremely intuitive. Now, For those of you who aren't familiar with Elevate, Elevate is a course that gets your website up and running in 30 days. If you are bootstrapping, you have a tight budget, and you are not interested in hiring a designer right now in your business, and you want to DIY your website yourself, but you want to save yourself time as well as the money, but you don't have the time to fiddle around for months on end, because that's what I've heard, that people are just, I started and I stopped and I just can't figure it out, etc., etc. The whole point of Elevate was to help you get from no website to a website in 30 days or less, but you have to be dedicated to doing the work and getting it done and getting it completed, because at the end of the day, you are doing the work yourself. So it's not magic. It's not like, okay, I'm going to come into the course and cruise on by and the website is going to happen. It's not going to happen without you doing the work, and you have to set aside this time to complete it. You don't even need a lot of time, like 1 hour, 2 hours a day max. You can get it done in less time, but because the course is more or less live at this point in time, where we do it together week by week, eventually I'm going to make it where you can purchase and do it on your own time. But the whole point of doing it in this together, in this live format, is to ensure and keep each other accountable that, okay, I started and I'm going to push and finish this website by the end of the month. When you're doing it on your own time, it's very easy to fall back and say, oh, I don't have time. No, you can do it in the course as well, but you feel a little more obligated to get it done in that 30-day period. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I'm going to drop the link to the waiting list for when I open the doors for Elevate again, because it's currently closed. So it's bit.ly/waiting with a W, capital W. You'll see there in the comments, waiting for Elevate, and I will put it in the caption above, below, wherever it is going to be, depending according to what device you are watching this live on. And if you don't have time for all of that mess and you want to just hire someone to do your website for your business, then you can work with me here at that link, which is bit.ly/work with Cassia. So, all that talking. Excuse me. So, I don't know if you all saw the prompt, but earlier today I prompted and I said that Tea Time Tuesday is on tonight for 9 p.m. and stay to the end. So for those of you who stay to the end, I'm going to drop a tip, an online tip. And that is mainly for my people in my local area. So you all know who you are. If you want to use PayPal to get paid online, definitely sign up for a JMMB account. I do recommend them. Sign up for a JMMB account, because if you are truly looking to grow a business globally and you want to be able to receive payments through PayPal, you need to have a card that is Visa, right? It doesn't have to be a credit card. Let me clarify. You open an account with JMMB. This is my personal opinion. And I felt like it was time for me to put this out there on a live, because oftentimes people inbox me and message me or want to know how with their frustrations and how do I use PayPal? And I'm like, it's easy. It's easy, and it's like a best kept secret that I'm sharing with you all, because I don't want everybody in JMMB. I'm selfish, but tonight, if you have stayed to the end, that's my secret. Go to JMMB. Forget the other ones who have these ridiculous limits on it. Forget them. And the thing about it is that we spend so much time focused on the problem, and we have these limitations and the problem and the problem and the problem. But I'm just like, okay, well, that's not making any sense to me. That limit is too ridiculous. What is the solutions? And I go out and I search for information and I get myself educated. Open an account with them because it's a regular bank account. It's not a debit card. It's not a credit card. There's nothing to be scared of. It's just a regular bank account. Then you link it to your PayPal account. When people pay you with PayPal, then you can withdraw your funds with ease and have access to them locally through JMMB. They may not have a lot of branches, but really and truly, get branches out of your head. You don't need to go to the branch. They have online banking. So whoever is your regular bankers, you can, if you have a business bank account, which you should, you transfer your money now online to your business bank account. You go to any ATM and you don't pay any fees. You just pay one yearly fee. So you could go to the ATM 10 times a day, 20 times a day. You don't have to worry about paying this fee each single time that you go to the ATM. Yes, it still does apply, but with time it gets better because the more you use it, they say that it goes down. So, but the point is there are solutions, there are options, and all is not lost. All is not lost for right now. So that is my tip that I'm sharing with you all, and yeah, I guess that's it. Why Squarespace? So if this has intrigued you all, I've dropped the links on how to work with me, and if you want to sign up for Elevate when I run the course, again, I have tentative dates. So as soon as those tentative dates become solid dates, those of you who are on the waiting list will be the first to know. And also you get a discount. You get first preference on early bird pricing. And on top of that, you get a discount for being on the waiting list. So you definitely want to share that link with a friend, anybody who you know who wants to DIY their website, and this is going to make their life much easier. Share. Sharing is caring. No, you don't have to close off the account. Keep your options open. Things change, and that's the next tip. Things change. Things change in this financial world, in this financial climate, and today one thing might be possible. Tomorrow they change it up, they apply a limit, this doesn't work anymore, they get rid of that. Don't close it. I mean, be lean with your accounts, but don't just close it off because you're opening another one. That account has a particular purpose. Awesome. Alright guys, so I will see you guys next week, hopefully for Tea Time Tuesday. I will confirm with a graphic or a video and let you guys know, hey, it's Tea Time Tuesday, let us sip some tea and join me here for 8 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern. I interchange it accordingly, but for right now, it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Alright guys, take care and have a great night.